let's just talk about the channel distribution and the channel optimization. So this question is to Chris and Saad. So what are some of the common mistakes that you see the startups are making in terms of channel selection and distribution, all of that? Because they have the limited resources. And so do you have any case studies, any examples for helping people out over there?
Yeah, I think the important question here is why. Stop and think to yourself, why is somebody going to listen to use an example earlier, why would they listen to Devin Reed or Sarah Brazier or any of these internal influencers when they can simply go on Google and find the right answer? Why would they listen to you when they can just find the right answer in ChatGPT? And the answer is very simple. And the answer is lost in a lot of the debates I see about the future of AI. The answer is that the reason the storyteller is telling you the story is a very important part of the equation that ChatGPT does not address. ChatGPT is going to find statistically the answer that's most likely correct, but that doesn't explain why it's telling you. And the example I like to give for companies is I'm like, okay, so you've got your internal influencer, right? Tell me which of these ideas sounds more entertaining for the newsfeed, right? You got one saying, hey, I'm an SDR. Here's my top 5 tips to smash your quota, right? So that's example one. Example two is an SDR saying, hey, I'm having a really tough time right now. I'm struggling to hit my quota. And I've been falling short in my outreach metrics. So I am promising you every day at 5 p.m., I'm going to check in on LinkedIn and I'm going to tell you whether or not I made my 100 dials. And I could really use some help. So if you've got any tips for how to hit 100 dials, jump in the comments and let me know. Right? So that first one, who is this person? Why am I going to trust their 5 tips on how to hit my quota? Why don't I just type that into ChatGPT? The second one, you're invested in this person's story, right? And that's what a lot of these influencers are doing there, right? They're actually out there having to do the job. And when they come to the audience and they're like, I had 5 different CROs this week ask me this question, and I don't even know the answer. So, LinkedIn, I'm looking to you. What do you think the answer is? And it's the difference between telling the ending of a story that's already happened to an audience versus pulling them into the middle of the story where the ending has not yet been written. And I think this is really a lot of the power that, especially if you're a CEO, if you're an executive coming to LinkedIn and coming on the audience's level and allowing them to write the story with you, seeing who's on that journey too, that's a much different way to give them information. And if they just so happen to be using your product throughout this, that's a much more natural way to let them behind the scenes and show them what you're doing. But again, I think that gets lost here. Like, why are we following this storyteller? Why do they even care to tell me this information in the first place? That's a question that you can't answer by looking up an answer on ChatGPT. And I don't think nearly enough brands trying to do content out there are thinking about that question.